Welcome to Co Op Chronicles. This is episode 1. I'm Pint Size Geisha, and with me I have Black Label
A.
and Azalee.
Hello.
And this is episode uno.
Uno.
First one. Super excited. Should we say how it started? So how this all started actually with Azalee's boyfriend Sean. Because we've been talking about, Black Label and I have been talking about doing a podcast for years. And for Secret Santa, Sean got me a pod mic. And that was the Christmas gift that changed it all.
Yeah.
I won't lie. So for the Secret Santa, I kind of based off of things that were said, I was like, oh, I know who everyone has. And so I was like, Sean has Geisha. So I was like, we were walking through Target and I saw the mic and I was like, you know, if I had Geisha, I would totally get this for her. And then I just walked away and I saw him linger back and I was like, yeah.
So it all started because of Azalee.
Azalee.
I was
And,
like, this is the start.
Yeah, it was a, we were like, oh, is it going to be a USB mic? No, it was a XLR mic. So we had
to do it.
we had to go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we are. And our friend, Fabian from Carbonated Concepts, we got really, I got more excited because I wanted to start a podcast after being over there a few times, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
The environment and just having a bunch of people over. But I have some questions, origin stories of each one of us for right now since first episode. I'm gonna start off with you, Azalee. Okay. So, and then we'll just rotate.
Popcorn.
Popcorn, yeah. So, can you share a story of how you first got into gaming?
I would say that my first real experience gaming was you. Watching you stay up late all the time playing video games. I think the first two games I think I really remember is Halo. I would play split screen with you, and I would always cheat.
Oh, you're screen watching.
and I remember watching you play, what's it called? Man, I can't remember the name of the game.
What was it, like a first-person shooter?
I can't even think. It was where he's like a Navy SEAL or whatever.
Navy SEAL.
Or he's like
Splinter
some kind
Cell?
of... Yeah, Splinter Cell.
Okay,
That's what I remember. I just remember watching you pick locks, and it's like, doo-doo. And I think that's what really got me started. And now playing, I've learned that I'm not a competitive person, so I like single-player games.
Yeah. How about you, Geisha?
First, I want to point out that Black Label and Azalee are brother and sister.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that is what she
Yeah.
meant by watching you and playing with you.
Yeah, weirdo.
I can honestly say that I remember playing Mario Kart and Monopoly with my mom, but I wasn't really that into it. I was kind of like, okay, but I stole Final Fantasy from my cousin Travis. I stole it from
Which
him.
one?
The one with Zidane. What number is
Is
that?
that 9? I think that's
9?
9.
9 with the Zidane
Yeah,
in it.
and the little mouse.
And the
Lancer
little Lancer.
Yeah.
And I legit stole it from him. I was spending the summer at my aunt's house with my cousin, and we were playing it. And I was like, you know what? I'm taking this, and I stole it from him.
I'm a fucking thief, man.
And that was the first kind of initial oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah. Man, I get start from the bottom since I obviously have the most experience, Played
Just because you're the oldest.
Yeah. Played Nintendo. I played Zelda on Nintendo. And then I played got Sega Genesis, played all the like Sonic, Mortal Kombat,
man.
and stuff like that. And then Super Nintendo, started playing Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 2, Mario RPG. Man, I could think of all of them. Then we got I think I got a PlayStation after that, and I started playing like Final Fantasy 7. That game I was hooked on. I remember playing that game, and they had like the 4 discs.
Yep.
Yeah, and so like I never had a memory card. I don't know if you knew this. Mom and Dad didn't. They bought me the PlayStation, but they never bought me a memory card.
They didn't know.
Yeah, and so I would play the first part all the way up to like the second CD. So like hours, maybe even to the third CD. I would keep the PlayStation on the whole time. So I'll just swap it, not change anything, not like save, and then I'll try to keep the PlayStation on. And then of course sometimes like Mom would come in or turn off the PlayStation while I'm at school or stuff. So then I'd have to start all over from disc 1. Yeah, and now we're just gaming away.
Gaming away.
Every day.
Every day.
Here. On Twitch, too. Follow us, Fine Size Geisha, TTV on Twitch. You know me, Black Label TV on Twitch.
They play mostly Apex Legends,
Yeah.
but it's pretty fun.
Okay, now, Azzy, what is your earliest memory? I guess the earliest memory would be me, Halo. What was the first video game that actually made an impact on you?
This is gonna sound really sad, but Stardew Valley.
Oh, I am grinding Stardew Valley right now.
Well, okay. Stardew Valley has that's encompassed my whole world at this point. But there's this game that I got just on a whim. I think when I was 19, I just saw it. It's called Kingdom of Amalur.
Yes.
It's really like Baldur's Gate. It's like a TTRPG, but in a game, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
And
I have a bad memory of that one, don't I?
Yeah,
Coda.
she
Coda.
deleted your save.
And it was crazy. I put so
Yeah.
much time on that.
Damon went the bad route,
Yeah.
the bad guy route.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I would say that's that game really got me into oh man, I love this stuff. Yeah. Besides that, Stardew Valley.
What about you, Miss Geisha?
I feel like I have a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloodborne, amazing, greatest game ever.
Yeah.
Right? I remember Bloodborne. And I remember I bought Bloodborne on a whim. And I went to GameStop to buy another game. I don't even remember what game it was. And then I bought Bloodborne. And Bloodborne just was like, oh my God, this game is great. And I think Bloodborne is the game where I put the most hours into it.
Can I ask what makes Bloodborne such a prominent game to you?
The story is just super unique, and it is kind of based off of H.P. Lovecraft.
That's gonna be one of the questions, so you can hold on. I'll go into detail on that. But
I have another one too. Final Fantasy 15.
Oh.
I don't know what it was about 15, but it was so great to me.
yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, just the combat style. I like the
You
way
like the open. Wasn't it open field combat?
it was,
type
but
thing?
I'm more along the lines of you can switch your weapons, right? You can switch it in that little blue face thing,
Yeah.
and the story behind it, and the fact that it kind of was a love story, but it wasn't kind of a love story. I game for the stories,
Yeah.
except for Apex.
I came for the rage.
Yeah, you game for the
For the
competitiveness.
anger.
Yeah.
I game for the stories. I love the stories.
My first video game that made an impact. I actually have 3. The first one was probably Zelda: Link to the Past on Super Nintendo.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
Such a good game. I never beat that one.
Oh my God.
I never did.
Yeah, amazing game. Then right after that, it was GoldenEye, the first-person shooter. I
Yeah.
mean, Halo was amazing
I
too,
remember
but
you playing that game.
yeah, GoldenEye was amazing. And then Final Fantasy 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's everyone's classic.
Yeah. And then yeah, those were my favorite games. Over the years, Azzy, how has your taste in games evolved?
I don't think my taste has changed at all. I'm a very much solo player. I don't like PvP. I'm a very PvE kind of person. Destiny, I love Destiny. I love just playing the game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
And then when
Destiny.
people are like, "Let's play in a match," I'm like, "No, thank you.
Yeah, that game was amazing. I love that game.
I'm just gonna play the story."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And collect the gear that way.
I played like 2,000 hours in that game, like on like the regular. Yeah.
I literally bought a PS4 and Destiny 2 so I could play it because I was like, oh, I loved a Destiny. Destiny 2 will be just as good.
Yeah. What about you, Geisha?
What was the question?
Over the years, how has your taste in games changed?
I think the only change has been playing more of like the battle royale type of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only real difference.
Mm-hmm.
And the only battle royale game I've ever played was just Apex.
Yeah.
So Apex was the only change.
Yeah, because of me.
Yeah, so I originally started playing Apex because to kind of like spend more time with Black Label.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, now we're engaged.
Yeah.
So I think because I used to play RPGs. I played like WoW. I played a bunch of games. I played like World of Warcraft, like years of time in that. And then, yeah, I went from RPGs to like FPS games. I never played Battle Royale games until Apex, and I've been playing Apex like the past 3 years. The game's got a hold of me.
It's crazy.
It is
Why do
crazy.
we play it?
Why do we
I don't
play it?
understand.
So, obviously, you started this question a second ago, but what is your favorite game, and why does it stand out as your favorite?
I don't know about favorite game. I think I'm a type of person who, when I play a game, I'll just get hyper fixated on that game in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just move on to the next game. Then I'm like, oh, this is so great. Like, for a time, I loved Halo. I loved all those games. I was super hyper fixated on Halo 4 at one point. And then that's when I was like, I love farming simulators. So Stardew became my fixation. Then Hogwarts became my fixation. So it's just, I'm very much of the season
At
kind
the
of
moment.
person. Yeah, like
Yeah.
what new game's coming out that I can play and love.
What about you, Geisha?
Probably Bloodborne.
Bloodborne?
Yeah. I don't know what it is about Bloodborne.
Why is it
it's
your
just
favorite?
Great. It's great. You know, it's this gothic, dark themed, kind of based off of H.P. Lovecraft, which is one of like the best horror first authors in literature, right? And it's just got this crazy story that you can kind of interpret yourself. That's what From Software is known for, right? They're known for kind of creating this story, but then letting you kind of finish it, how it ends.
I like that it's also where you have to, like, sometimes you just collect information throughout the
Exactly.
game. Like, you'll find, like, this
It doesn't
clue
tell
or
you.
this letter.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you're just like, oh.
You have to like connect the dots yourself and really pay attention and really get immersed in this whole world that they created.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing. I never played Soul games until, I would say like probably my past favorite in the last like 2.5 years is Elden Ring. Because I never played Soul's game or From Software games in that game.
Yeah.
I put like 300 hours in like the first 2
Yeah,
weeks or
the
3
first 2
weeks.
Yeah.
It was crazy how much time I played that game.
Elden Ring's a good one too.
And From Software is just amazing.
Yeah, they are.
The art.
Is the DLC coming out soon, or?
Next month?
Yeah, for Elden Ring.
Okay. We're probably gonna skip this for you, Azzy. But if you want to answer, you can. So it's, how did you come up with your gamer tag, and is there a story behind
If
it?
anyone has any ideas for my gamer tag, please let me know. I'm not very creative.
No,
I
taking submissions.
Just heads up. I work with headstones. If you want to, give me a
Headstone
little-
maker,
Oh,
graveyard
keeper.
Just call me Tombstone.
Tombstone. Oh, there we go. What about
tomb
you?
maker.
what was your inspiration, Geisha?
This was, yeah. So I don't remember.
You had
I know
one before
I had
this,
one
though.
before, and it was like monstrous or something, right? And I don't know how I came up with that one, but then the whole pint size started with when I met Black Label, and I was kind of like rebranding, coming onto Twitch, trying to find something different, and monstrous was already taken. But pint size came along by me because I was like, well, I'm little, I'm a little person, and then. It was like pint size monstrous, pint size what? And then he came up with geisha. For the record, geisha does not mean what it means in the Western.
She's
Just
not
by
a
the way.
hoe.
I wrote a whole paper for my English class about how geisha in Western society.
A hoe paper?
Yeah.
or a whole paper?
Oh, paper.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
Yeah.
By the way, it does not mean anything to do with soliciting.
Yeah.
I think the Memoirs of a Geisha kind of
Yeah.
threw that in the wrong direction.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't believe Memoirs of the Geisha, the movie or the book. It was written by a man. This is all on my paper.
So I came up. I had a bunch. I had like a No Limit back in the day when I used to play Phantasy Star Online on the original 360 or Xbox. But then I don't know how I came up with Black Label. I think it was just like, oh, it sounds freaking cool, and it used to be a skateboard. And then everybody's like, how'd
It's
you
like
come
a
up?
drink.
Yeah, everybody's like, yo, you like Scotch? The Scotch is, and I'm like, bro, it was like a skateboard thing, but I just think the name sounds cool, and then I just went with that.
I like the other one you used. The Control Alt.
Oh, Control
Rect.
Alt Delete, Alt Control Delete.
Yeah,
was
something like that.
EG Reds just your email, or was that also
Oh
a
yeah,
gamer
you
tag
used
at
to.
one point?
Yeah, it was my gamer
Jesus.
tag on League of Legends, but it was
Mhm.
backwards. It was like ZZDERGE.
How many gamer tags have you had?
He's been gaming for a while.
I've been gaming for ages. Yeah, but yeah, Black Label. Oh. So as a, I mean, obviously, I think we kind of went over all this stuff, but what gaming systems did you start with, and how has your setup changed over the years?
I think the first gaming system I played was your PlayStation. I never really got game systems of my own. I was more of like a studious person, and you were more of like the fun, outgoing person, so you got all the fun things. And then after your PlayStation, I just remember your Xbox. And then
You were the
I got the hand-me-down.
yeah, you were the follower.
And then I think the next system after that I remember is the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And I think that's when I stopped playing for a while. And then now I have just my PS4 and I have my Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
PlayStation or Xbox S?
I will forever be an Xbox girly.
That's what I'm talking about.
But sometimes PlayStation comes out with some good games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What about you? Do you need me to repeat the question?
No, I'm paying attention. I think the Super NES was my first gaming. I can't hear me.
Oh, I can't hear you.
What'd you do?
There you go.
Did you just mute me?
Hey, sorry. Wrong button.
Oh my God.
I just didn't want to hear anything about PlayStation, but
Well, I
Sorry.
don't know what to tell you.
No, okay, go. I'm sorry.
Super NES was my first gaming system, right? I remember like Yoshi's Island, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, all the old school. And then PlayStation. I've had every single PlayStation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And now I have my PC.
Yeah, I started with Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the
Blow into the
original Nintendo.
Yeah, the one you blow.
But I remember going hard on a Game Boy with a Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, Game Boy.
Oh, yeah.
I had a Game Boy Color, purple
Yeah.
see-through.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch it up. We're gonna go to like what makes gaming special to you. So, obviously, we talk about games, but it's not just games. We're gonna talk about like life, hobbies, like what you enjoy and stuff like that. But we're gonna
This is
focus on
episode 1.
episode 1. But I'm just throwing it out
Origin
there.
stories.
Origin stories, you know. I'm a villain. So
No, you're not.
He does tend to go with the bad guy route.
He
Yeah.
pretends to be a bad
and I always
guy.
play the girls.
Yeah,
I always play a girl.
but you're
so-
not a villain.
No.
No.
Okay. You sound crazy with it. Calm down.
I'm just saying, what Harry Potter house are you in?
We're
I'm
Ravenclaw.
a Ravenclaw. Yeah.
I'm Slytherin.
Ravenclaw.
We be mixing up the drinks. Okay. In your opinion, Azalee, what makes gaming a unique form of entertainment?
I like playing. I like gaming because I feel for most people, you can just put all your focus on your gaming, and it gives you like some kind of escape
Definitely.
from just like your everyday thoughts that are kind of annoying. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna play this game, and then like Geisha said, like sometimes the game really like you get really immersed into it, and you kind of just like that's like the most amazing thing that's happening to you. So you just try and like keep playing and playing and playing.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely. Yeah. For me, I would say same as, right? But it's kind of like a book to me, right? And when you read a book, you read a story, you kind of immerse yourself in it, and you can live and go on these adventures. You can live 1,000 different lives, and you can go on 1,000 different adventures. For like a RPG game, a first-person game, where the story is like Final Fantasy 15. The story, you get so immersed in the story. Bloodborne, you get so immersed. Elden Ring, you get so immersed. You get lost in this universe that someone created, and you can just live a different life. Why are you looking at me like that?
You're getting deep in it. That's
Well,
what I'm
you
saying.
asked me a question, and I had to think of
that's a good
something. You
answer.
know,
That's a good, yeah.
for
I don't
for
even
like
know what I'm saying.
Apex, I feel is more for me. Like Az was saying, I can just take a mind dump and not think about anything, and just let me zone out. Right?
Yeah.
Like you're mad and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Like I
kill
had a bad day at
everyone.
work, and I'm just gonna shoot
Her
people
Dark
in the
Urge
face.
playthrough on Baldur's Gate, just
Yeah.
killing everybody.
Dark geisha.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I don't know.
Mr. Producer, Mr.
What was the question again?
Oh, you were not even paying attention.
How has the gaming influenced or changed or is it in your opinion what makes
No.
gaming?
What
Yeah,
makes
in your
gaming?
opinion.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was like, oh. In your opinion, I guess, yeah. Man, it's kind of like piggybacking off of both of you. It's just like sometimes you don't just want to like I don't know how to say it. I don't like going outside much, and you just want to just chill inside. You know, your mind's racing. You got to play. I when I like sit down, I just like to play, and I just like to. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing. It's the immersion. You just focus on like what's ahead of you, the next quest, get the fat loot, kill the bad guy.
Would you say it was just based off of like us growing up and I know like stuff? Would you say that your gaming background and like the feelings that I give you was like kind of like an escape where like you could just be whatever you wanted to do
That's
and
good, yeah.
like just
Because when I was growing, you guys weren't born for like years until I was like 11
Yeah.
or 10.
yeah, we're 7 years apart.
Was it 7?
So
Oh,
you
okay.
and Coda are 11 years
Oh,
apart.
okay, that's what it is. Yeah. So I was just I was by myself, just playing games the whole time. Dad was always working. Mom was always working. It was a different time back then. So yeah, I was just locked up.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like my earliest memories of you is just you always in your room playing your games. Just kind of
I think a lot.
eat, go in your room, and you just game.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can like adapt to that or like take that as an answer because when you're growing up as a kid, well, it's a lot different now because you could like play with like a person in freaking China.
Yeah.
But like back then, it was just like you were by yourself. You just played. You were just by yourself, locked in.
Yeah, it was like local play, not online play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. So, Azalee, how has gaming influenced or changed your life personally, if it has or hasn't?
Honestly, I'm no shame to like the hardcore gamers out there, but I'm a casual gamer, so I don't think this has impacted my life a lot. It definitely gives me some kind of like fun relief after work, where I'm like, oh, today was just a little, ugh. So
I'm gonna go farm the land.
Yeah, I'm gonna go farm the land. I'm gonna go ride my horse through the river.
I have a horse yet.
Oh yeah, you gotta get on that. It's super. That was like the first thing I got besides the coupe.
Yeah, I got the coop.
But yeah, I think I'm a super casual gamer. I like to just play leisurely whenever I'm feeling it. So that I don't got much.
Yeah, definitely. I just downloaded like Stardew Valley this week. I'm trying to mac up Sebastian.
Oh, dude, I got Maru in
Elliot.
the bag.
Who?
Maru, his sister.
Oh, Maru.
In the bag.
Yo, we're girlfriend and girlfriend right now.
I seen. I don't understand Stardew. I never played it, but I seen her, and she was like, "Somebody's panties are in somebody
They're not
else's
the
house."
panties, they're the
The mayor's
shorts. The shorts are in her bedroom, and it's like, you want me to go get your shorts out of
I
her
will
bedroom?
forever and always think that the wizard and Marnie, or not Marnie, the wizard and Robin has something going on. It's a little too sus, if you're telling me.
Yeah.
And Marnie and the mayor, they got it going on
Yeah,
too.
they definitely do. I mean, his shorts are in her room.
Oh yeah, he's knocking him.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I lost my shorts. Can you find them for me?
They at?
Why did you leave without shorts on?"
Yeah.
You know.
Also, why couldn't Marty just tell him, hey, you left
Yeah.
your shorts at my place?
But yeah,
She wanted people to know.
she does. She wants everybody to know.
How has gaming influenced and changed your life personally, Geisha?
I got sidetracked by Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
I don't know, really. I would say I have tattoos based on video games. That's impacted my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Negative. You're a thug now.
No, it gives people a good talking point. Like, what is that?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it's
people
this
ask me
amazing
all the
game.
time, what tattoo is this? It's like, it's a keyblade from a video game. They're like, a what? Like, yeah, you wouldn't understand. But
yeah,
that's okay.
I kill people.
Yeah,
Get in this game.
but
Called Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know. Just, I guess because I technically was raised an only child. I have 3 brothers, but I was raised by myself, and kind of the same concept. Like, I was just by myself all the time and kind of immerse myself in make believe
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, for me, I got a bunch of tattoos from games. WASD on my fingers, Zelda, World of Warcraft. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. Okay, yeah. Well, that's
Still
good.
gotta get that tattoo from Anthem.
Yeah, we do need
Anthem.
it. Oh,
What is it
we'll talk
again?
about that later.
Oh, okay.
What's the
is it
tattoo
Strong
again?
Alone, Stronger Together.
Yeah, strong alone, stronger together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need to get that tattooed. Yeah. So,
Anthem.
Anthem.
I'll
You want to go ahead and talk about Anthem real
Can we
quick?
talk about
Let's
Anthem?
talk
Yeah,
about
let's
I would
Anthem
love to
since
talk
we're
about
here.
Anthem.
Since we're here.
This game had so much potential.
So much potential.
So much hype.
So much hype.
It
I
was,
remember.
It was so good. Like the first week I played it, and I was like,
God,
this
the
is going places. And
The
then it
trailer
just-
was so not what the game was.
No,
Yeah.
it definitely wasn't.
I don't know about you guys, but when I played it, I kept getting like stuck in the same mission
Yeah.
over and over, and I
Yeah.
couldn't get out of
Happened
it.
to
The
me.
loops, yeah.
Yeah, and I was looped, and I just could not do it. And I
think just
tried.
I think one of the missions I got stuck on. We couldn't. Me and the group I was in, we couldn't get out, and so we had to like cancel the mission.
And you have to start it over.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah, they showed like the trailer, like when you're walking through the town, and you're like, you could see all the other players there, and it was not like
That
that.
was not like that.
It was not that.
There was like 4 other people in my lobby, and that's it.
No, you didn't see nobody in the lobby, right? You
I
met
didn't-
up
I
with
didn't
them.
have anybody
yeah,
in my
you
lobby.
met up with them when you
like in
matchmaking.
the square.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in the square or
Yeah,
something.
but
Yeah,
not
that's
in
what I
the-
Not
meant.
in the town,
Yeah,
yeah.
not in the town.
Yeah.
Tell me why that guy from the beginning of Anthem in the intro kind of is like a Gibby.
Oh
Kinda.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is
huh.
kind of yeah. But yeah, about Anthem, that's how we started talking too.
Yeah, so that's how Black Label and I started talking. We used to
Mm.
work together,
Uh-huh.
and I was hyped for Anthem, and he was hyped for Anthem, and we are like, oh my god, this game is going to be great, and it's exciting, and it was just a big letdown.
Yeah, we were really hyped. We were like, that's how I was like, oh yeah, you ready for Anthem? Oh, I am
Yeah.
too. That game is amazing.
It
It's gonna be
was-
so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good for what they gave us. That's all I could say. I
It
enjoyed
could've
it.
been great.
I tried to play it again after like
I
a
tried-
year. I couldn't
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah,
it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember my suit was like all white.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we remember playing, and then I
Such a-
quit after like the first week, and then I tried to
Yeah.
play again like maybe not even like 2 years ago or a year ago, and I was like, they shut the servers down, so you can't even play it or something like that.
Yeah.
Man, it's such a bummer. I was so stoked for that game. I was just like,
I even think that in Gamer Info that year, it had an article like biggest letdown.
yeah.
Number 1
Fucking
Anthem.
Anthem. I'm gonna get a tattoo just saying fucking Anthem.
They just hyped it up. They made it all just look so good.
Yeah.
It could have been great.
Yeah.
The one mission I kept doing over and over was pretty good.
So, okay, now let's get back into it. Can you talk about a gaming moment or a moment in gaming that was particularly memorable or transformative to you? Like a something impacted.
Like
You're
an
like,
awe
oh my
moment?
god, look at the Stardew fucking farm with all the rain
No.
sprinklers. No,
This
Oh,
is a spoiler in case you haven't played Destiny 2 yet, but Cade 6 will
Oh,
forever be the hill I will die on.
damn.
He is the
R.I.P.
best guy in the world.
Yeah. Isn't that
I
the
think-
Firefly guy?
I think that's the yeah.
Yeah, his voice.
I think
forgot
that's
his name.
the one. All games are great. There's like games that I love, and I'm like, oh, I remember this scene. It was so great. But Cade 6, that I almost shed a tear.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
Geisha, if
lie.
you played Destiny, you were into
I
it.
haven't
Cade
played Destiny.
6 is like
He went down in a ball of fire.
in a ball of fire.
Literally.
He was just he took everybody with him. He was a G, but he was like so damn funny,
I'm
and he was like
getting goosebumps.
so helpful with like your
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a big like you know, when you adapt to a character in a game, he was
Yeah.
like that guy.
It
I
was,
played Destiny for all of like 5 minutes,
Oh, great.
and I was like, okay.
it was great.
Well,
But yeah, Cade 6.
yeah. What
Yeah.
about you?
R.I.P. boy.
Me, I want to say Final Fantasy 15. Just the ending. The ending was so sad
Oh
to
my
me.
God. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Like even like Bloodborne, you can kind of twist it to have a happy ending or an ending you want, but Final Fantasy 15 was like a clear, and this was my interpretation
remember
of it. Yes,
the
I
ending?
remember the ending.
Can you explain it to
Everyone.
me? I never beat the game.
So at the ending of blah,
Final Fantasy 15.
FF15,
Yeah.
right? He like goes away for like 10 years. Noctis, right? He goes away. He like is doing something with himself. I don't know, like powering up or something. And then he goes back, and Niflheim had already taken over everything. And him and his 3 friends went to like, this is the final boss, right? You're in it. And my interpretation of it is that his 3 friends died.
Yeah.
Right, and he's there. He's by himself, and then they come back. Like his dad, who had died, and his 3 friends are behind him, who died, and he beats it. But my interpretation of it is that he also died because it's him and the girl. I forget her name.
Yeah, I remember.
Like together in the final like throne room. It's like
Mhm.
everyone in that game died.
That's a depressing game.
It's so sad. Like even I don't know. It's just so sad.
Yeah, I think I have 2 moments, but they're from the same game.
It's
So I
Final
don't-
Fantasy 7 is
Final Fantasy 7. So I don't know if you guys ever played Final Fantasy 7.
Yep.
But when Ares dies,
Yeah.
he comes fucking down.
Yeah.
He's just like, and he stabs her in the back. And I was like, motherfucker, I just spent 5 hours leveling this bitch up, and I got like 3 of her limit breaks. How the fuck? I'm like, I don't know how old I was when that game came out. I was like
Yeah.
13, 14. And I was just
Plot
like,
twist.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I just spent like 4 or 5 hours leveling this motherfucker up. You know, back then you had like the book guides, and I didn't like reading past the
yeah.
freaking guide. So I'm like, I should have read. It was but mind blowing. And then the ending of that game is just the freaking soundtrack was amazing. You're like fighting Sephiroth, just you know. Oh my god, I just remember that was like epic to me
That was
because
a
that was
big
like the
game.
first game where I'm like, holy shit, this soundtrack's crazy. And I was like, I didn't care about music when I was a kid. I was like, this is amazing. That
Yeah.
was really cool. So, what do you think? Oh, this is a good question. What do you think the role of video games is in, or like, what do you think is the role of video games in today's culture?
Oh, who wrote this question?
Me, actually.
With a little assistance.
No.
What's the role of video games in today's society?
Yeah, what is the role of video games in today's culture?
I mean,
It's big now.
I think it's like
Yeah.
a big moneymaker nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of people obviously use Twitch. A lot of people stream all of their gaming. The YouTube streaming now, people do.
Yep, indie games.
Yeah. Oh, I love indie games.
They just pumping games out. Like,
But yeah, I think it's like the biggest moneymaker now for people. Like people obviously before streaming, they enjoyed it for the fun and all that stuff that we talked about. But now I think it's more money.
like driven.
Yeah.
A lot of it is like obviously they're gonna like the game that they're playing, but it's just like, I want to get the game out. I want people to know about this game, but also like I'm making revenue off of it.
Yeah.
It's
No
def-
offense to people who do,
yeah.
because obviously get that bag.
right?
Yeah.
Do it. I wish I was on that level. Where I can do it as a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of just piggyback off of what Az said. It's just, it's gone from this stigma of, like you sit in your room and you play video games all day. Back in the day, like when we were kids,
Yeah,
like
you're
that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, why are you just in your room playing video games? Go outside and ride a bike. Go outside
Yeah.
and make friends, right?
Kids don't even know how to ride bikes now.
Right? To like esports. Like there's tournaments worth millions of dollars. YouTube where people are putting out their gaming content and getting paid for it and making millions of dollars.
Yeah, I'm not
So it's
hate-
definitely
yeah.
changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like TwitchCon.
Yeah, TwitchCon. It's just
Pack, right?
PAX.
packs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just become super huge and impactful in today's society.
Yeah, I agree too. Like all the whole like Twitch thing, like it's changed like the way people talk too. Like
It's no longer a
Kappa,
stigma.
like it's just like everything involved in gaming. It's like, oh, that's the cool thing now. Like, oh, you play Fortnite?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, I'm cracked at Fortnite. Blah blah. Like,
Yeah.
like everybody's like about games.
I think nowadays when I meet new people, the first thing that they always ask me is, "Do you watch anime or do you play games?" Those are like the two big questions to get to know somebody nowadays.
Oh my god, I was just talking about this. I was like, man, when I used to watch anime and play games, I thought it was everybody thought it was a loser,
exactly.
man.
Yeah.
I peaked at the
Like,
wrong
you
moment,
like
man.
Now it's like,
Now
oh,
it's like-
I watch anime. Sometimes they're like, oh, you should watch this anime or this anime.
Yeah.
It's definitely no longer a stigma, and it's become its own
It's
big,
like, wow, now
huge
you
community.
don't play video games?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Like, what do you do for fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. You fucking. Oh, you go? You
go
visit
out-
places? You go to places?
outside? Ugh.
You
Oh,
go outside?
you spend money enjoying yourself? Oh, you're weird. Okay. I guess this is kind of like it's kind of a play on that. It's like, how do you see gaming as a way to bring people together? You kind of like touched on this with like
Yeah.
esports. Like it's competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Like-
I know Apex, they always have like ALGS, and there's like just different teams from different countries, different nations, like, and they're sponsored by different people, and they just pop off like a whole different team from Apex just won. Forgot their name. But it was like an Asian team, and they won the ALGS. And TSM, I don't even think TSM even cashed out.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're big too.
they won like the past two.
Yeah.
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 So, well, how do you think gaming is bringing people together, kind of like that? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Especially with like online play nowadays, you can play with anyone. Some people like make friends with
Good
people
answer.
from other countries
I know.
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah.
Or other states.
Or yeah, or
too.
they play with somebody who lives in their state, and they're like, we're in the same city.
Let's
Like,
go get some
yeah,
coffee.
like
You
I
want
think
some
it's
Starbucks?
I think it's a really great way because a lot of people don't like being social outside. So this is a great alternative to meeting people and making friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you've made friends.
Yeah, I play this we used to play Cookie Run mobile game. We used to pop out. But like I've been playing this little mobile game called Legend of Mushrooms.
It's so cute.
Oh my god,
Little
dude.
mushrooms
Yeah,
everywhere.
like and like I wake up playing that damn game and I go to
It's
bed.
like at 5:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I
and
gotta
he's,
make
like,
sure my
on
shit's
his
popped.
phone
Like
doing
the people
it.
in my clan, they're crazy. They be dropping like I'm pretty sure a couple grand, like money, and they're like crazy strong. I try to fight them, they just shit on me, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? How much money you spend in this game? Because I'm waking up every day, going to
He
bed
is.
every day, like
He
playing
is.
this damn game. But it's cool because like mobile games are bringing people together too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of
Definitely.
insane. All right. Obviously, we just touched on the same thing. Have you noticed any significant changes in the gaming community from when you started to now?
Yeah, we kind of answered that already. I mean, it's gotten so much bigger.
Yeah.
And back in the day, there wasn't co-op, there wasn't online, it was just you, like you said, like me
LAN
in a room.
tournaments. You go to
Yeah.
LAN tournaments.
I
Yeah.
remember you going to the computer.
Oh yeah,
like
the little
cafe kinda
cafe.
thing.
I know. I was telling her, I was like, man, I used to go to this cafe all the time.
It's gone now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been gone for a while, but
Yeah.
I remember. I think I went with you once.
And they were like Korean that owned it, and I didn't
Yeah.
understand what they were saying, but they knew I knew how to game because I was shitting on people.
those
and,
things were so. That was
Counter
so
Strike
cool.
1.6.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That thing was awesome.
Good days. So, okay, we'll just skip because we already talked about it like that. So, what are your thoughts of the evolution in game design and storytelling over the last years? I have a good answer for this.
Geisha, how about you answer this one first so I can piggyback off of you?
You want me to go first?
No, I can wait. What's the question?
What are your thoughts on the evolution of game design and storytelling over the years?
I think the advancement of technology definitely has advanced storytelling.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go back and okay, let's use A Link to the Past, right? They were still able to tell the story and the story of Link, but
you can
now,
see the emotions of the faces.
Yeah.
They're pixels.
now, yeah, right? Instead of 8-bit, we have, I don't know,
4K.
crazy 4K HD, whatever. You can see the tears coming down the character's face.
You could hear the trembling of their
Yeah, the voices.
Oh, the Lord,
Or
Elden Ring.
Yes, like Elden Ring. I was just gonna say Elden Ring. The
The
tone
Dun
and the pitch, and the music.
Oh my god.
Like
I
Elden
need-
Ring's
Sound-
intro is crazy
Game
good.
soundtracks,
Yo, I might
they're
add
pretty
that
good.
intro on this. Yeah.
I think when I think about like that kind of question, the first thing that popped into my head was the Dark Anthology pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I
the
like
Glory
those.
Until Dawn, stuff like that. Like those
Yeah.
are like immersive stories where
Yeah.
your choice matters.
And you
I-
kill them.
Yeah, and you either save someone or you kill someone. And I was like, that is like way more advanced than running side
Yeah.
screen.
Could you imagine?
Those
like
were really- I like
that
those
shit's
games.
just like somebody fucking kidnaps you.
Those are
Yeah.
my comfort videos to watch when I want to go to
Like
sleep.
the goddamn Saw video, and they're like, make the choice.
Yeah. And that's all it
You
is.
want-
There's
you
no
want
like
to play a
combat. There's no
Yeah.
fighting anybody. You're just literally walking
Yeah.
around.
You're
Yeah, the
walking
game
around
is
trying to
crazy,
find
yeah.
like a totem or a tarot
Yeah.
card. I'm just having a great time trying to not kill someone.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, I like watching YouTube videos of the games I'll never play, but then I'm like so immersed in it. I was like, yeah, I'd fucking crush this game, but I'll
Yeah.
never touch it.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
games have
Yeah.
come a long way now.
Yeah.
To the
Yeah.
point where you don't even have to play the game.
You can just watch somebody else play it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
still be immersive and enjoyable.
So, why do you think gaming continues to grow in popularity across different ages, groups, and cultures?
I think like it kind of goes back to like it was such a stigma before, and now it's just this big community. And I feel in today's society we are lacking physical communication and physical relationships and making friends. We've kind of transitioned into this technology age where you can make friends over Instagram, over Facebook, over whatever, and it's just another way of communicating with people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
building a community, right? And hey, what are you doing? Hop on.
I think it's the easiest way to make friends nowadays.
Exactly.
Because like before, like I don't even remember how I made friends back in the day. But now I'm like, my friends are based off of, do we have like similar hobbies? Do we like the same games, or can we play the same game together? I think that's like a good
Yeah.
A lot of people
Yeah.
make friends that way now.
Yeah. I was thinking like I know for me, yeah, like you said, like making friends back then, you would like either play in the same sport at school or just go have them in the same class because you didn't play games to like interact with them.
Yeah.
So now it's like, yeah, and now like you could pull up YouTube videos of like people doing VR, the polyglots speaking like 30 different languages and just making friends to like different cultures,
Yeah.
bringing them all together. It's kind of cool.
Or what's that one website where it's like the chat and it's like the video chat and you have like
Oh
you like cycle through?
What is that called?
Omnimix.
Oh,
What is
I've
it
never
called?
heard of that. What is that?
It's we see it all the time on Instagram. I don't know what it's called, but it's like this random roulette video chat.
Oh,
I know what
I've
you're
never
talking
seen
about.
this. I've
And you
never
just
seen it.
connect with people, and then
Can't
you like
think of
just
the name of it.
you video chat with them for like 5 minutes,
Oh,
and then you
like
go to the next
like
person.
omelette or whatever.
Yeah, like it starts with an O, and it's like orange,
yeah. Okay, I know what you're
mixel,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Omelette.
it
I think
Someone's
it's
gonna
called
listen and
omelette.
they're gonna be like, they just totally butchered the name.
Yeah, these guys are freaking stupid.
They've never used it clearly.
Okay.
is. Yeah,
Like we blew by those questions.
Oh, Omegle.
Omega.
yeah, Omegle.
See, we
Something
know
with
the
the
name.
M.
Champion. Yeah,
You
we're
can't-
fucking.
you
We're
can't say
hip.
We're
What do you-
getting there.
anything
Just
about
give
it.
us a
mean,
second.
dude. Millennials. What's up? So we're gonna deep dive into some classic games. Questions. So what classic game are we focusing on today, and why is it significant? Well, I guess that's a stupid question because we're not focusing on it. But I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring up a classic game, and I want you guys to.
What if we all haven't played this game?
I want to know your guys' opinion though. What if you have played it? Because you guys are like same age range. What's the game?
The only classic game I can think of is the one what we already said,
Yeah.
Zelda: Link to the Past.
Yeah, that was.
I would consider that a classic.
No, we'll skip this topic. Okay, we'll figure that one out. Oh, we'll talk about.
Did you proofread these questions?
That's a negative. So this.
But I
here we
thought
go.
you said you wrote them.
I did. I just
Sometimes
forgot.
When you converse, it naturally
I'm
comes out.
I'm drinking. We're drinking some Kona Gold Cliff IPA.
I got Passaic Cellars Loganberry wine. Pretty good.
I got a Diet Pepsi.
You're a loser. Okay,
She's the
so
only cool one.
what are the current trends you see dominating the gaming industry today?
How
I
about
wanna
you start?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you should.
So like with the whole esports thing, like even like content creators are getting into it and creating teams to like perform in this, or they'll either like create their own brand. So like Nade Shot from like 100 Thieves, Valkyrie. I think she's like from Seattle, but they're like all co-founders of like 100 Thieves, which is like a huge brand, which is kind of like the supreme clothing brand in gaming.
Is it Timothy in 100 Thieves too?
I think he is. And then nice wigs and stuff. But and then also like the YouTube creators like Moist Critical is Charlie. he created like a team, and nobody thought that this team was gonna be any good in Apex, and they got like 4th place in ALGS, which is crazy. But it's like, I don't know, it's just everybody's trying to make money in in the industry. AT&T, like anybody, they'll find some way of like sponsoring or trying to make their name known in gaming industries because there's just so much money in it. That's what I see in gaming trends. Like they don't make games like they used to. They don't make games where they're like passionate about it. Like indie games, they just make cash grabs.
I was about to say that was
That's
like
true.
indie games is a big spike. Not recently, but it's like a big thing now. Like more people play indie games that I watch because I think it's more fun than like big name companies and the games that they come out with.
Yeah, because everybody's trying to make microtransactions and
like they put a lot of like. They put like a lot of work into it, especially if it's just like one person making the game. Like again, Stardew Valley was Concerned Ape. It was great.
I don't know if you guys heard of like Diablo Immortal. It's like a mobile game for Diablo, but like all the trends, even with like EA, the microtransactions is like pay to win or like pay for skins. Is like I remember watching something on Diablo Immortal, and the guy spent like. He said he spent 6 figures to prove a point that you weren't able to get like a certain rarity of an item, even though spending that much money, and he didn't get it. And it's just cash grabs. So I see a lot of money making in that now.
Yeah, I think Microsoft was a big under fire for that for a while, right? Like microtransactions. Was it Microsoft? Yeah.
It might have been Microsoft. I know EA is just
EA.
horrendous.
That's right. You're right.
Too,
EA.
was really bad at it.
It was all about EA.
This is kind of like continuing on it. How has the rise of esports changed the landscape of gaming?
I don't know, really. Just like the same thing we've been saying. People are doing it for money now, and you can have a whole career in esports and not leave your house, which is amazing, right? Like, shoot, I wish I was on that level.
I think it went from more PvP to more battle royale.
Yeah, definitely.
In my opinion.
Yeah, and I think like, it's like more competitive now too.
Like Fortnite, PUBG, stuff like that.
I think
Apex.
only the battle royale ones are the ones that are making money, or people are playing it, building teams to make money from them. I mean, you can't make a team for The Sims.
Yeah.
Who can build the town the fastest?
Yeah.
I love The Sims.
Everything's
by the way.
more competitive.
Sims is good.
Sims is
So
good.
I'm telling you, man, casual games.
Yeah.
So with the new gaming technologies, what are some of you most excited about? Have you guys kept up with any games coming out or anything happening?
I feel like there's been such a long time since a really good game came out, and I kind of wanted to say this when we were touching on it because it's all like the microtransaction, the money grabs, right? Let's push out a game, get it out really quickly, and let's charge $20 for a skin. And I feel like for my style of gaming, it was Elden Ring. But then before Elden Ring, what was it? I don't even remember. It was just a long gap of when is this great game gonna come out?
Yeah.
And it was like Elden Ring. And now it's like I don't know what's next after Elden Ring.
I'm kind of excited for like VR though. Like I've never really got into VR, but I've seen
Play VR.
I've seen how it has evolved in like the past like 4 years, and it maybe not even 4 years, like 6 years, and it's like crazy how like I don't know, like technology has changed. Even with like the Apple Pro Vision, like people just like put on the freaking things, and you could just like just go about your daily business, and you're like you could see out of the goggles, but you can like you could just be playing a game or like Googling or searching some stuff or recording them while you're like walking around. It's kind of I don't know. I'm kind of excited about VR.
I kind of want like a Ready Player One world.
Oh my god, yeah.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Or like
That'd
a
be pretty
Sword Art
intense.
Online.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be-
You die in game, you
Too
die in
sad.
real life.
Okay, maybe not like that.
No, that's
intense.
what I want. I want that shit.
I think I want more. I'm never excited for like big name games anymore. I'm more excited about like when I find.
After them.
I always like it more when I just stumble across like indie games. I just like stumbling across it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's play this game together." And then I watch it, and I'm like, "Wow, that's actually really, really cool." And I hope more like game creators do stuff like that instead of just like not wanting to make a game because it's not going to be big right off the bat. but I think it provides a lot to the gaming community.
Yeah, indie games are crazy. Like Hades 2 just came out. I don't know if you played Hades. Oh my god, Hades 2 just came out.
Yeah.
I got that. That's
And
pretty-
it's so sad though. It's heartbreaking when they push out a game and they work on it and then it doesn't work. Like I was so excited for this Washington-based indie gaming company for Scavengers. Remember, you played it for a little bit, babe.
What game?
It's called Scavengers. It was like a team of 4. You are on this like planet wasteland and you can go around and you have to like scavenge these different parts to kind of like build
No, I never
something.
played that.
I think you only played it for a few days, but then
Aw.
like I enrolled in beta testing and I was kind of like excited for this,
Yeah, I
and then it
remember
didn't
now.
work out, and
Yeah.
I was so heartbroken. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, I remember this now.
I
Yeah.
just want a lot
Yeah.
of people to put more like more thought into like maybe playing these games as like big name content creators. They should like maybe
Yeah.
branch out. Maybe an indie game could be fun.
Yeah,
every
it
once in a
does.
while.
It does suck though too, because like with all these content creators, like the big streamers, like if they shit on a game,
Yeah.
it kind of ruins the game.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to play the game, and it like just fucks it up for everybody else. Because like they're like, oh, this game sucks. I'm never gonna try it, and then you just see bad review on Steam or yeah.
I like watching Gab Smolders and CJU Games on YouTube because they play like majority indie games, if not all indie games.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, I never knew this game existed. But they like open my eyes to it and I'm like, wow, this actually is kind of cool.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Cub Scouts.
Yeah.
And they play this game. What is this game studio? I forgot the gaming studio, but it's like an Asian studio, and they make a lot of like pixel arted type horror games, and it's pretty cool. Can you guys discuss any recent innovations in game design that you find interesting?
I don't know if this is particularly just for gaming, but I was gonna kind of bring it up. Disney made like the actual mat of like the Ready Player One mat, like where you can stand on it and you take steps and
Disney?
you're moving. Yeah, Disney made it. I forget what it was called exactly, but it's like the mat of Ready Player One to where you're standing on it and you can walk, but you're not moving anywhere.
Are you harnessed in? Is it the one where you're like harnessed
No,
in?
you're just like walking. I didn't read the full article, but Disney. I was like, how the hell is Disney making this? And what is Disney going to do with this, you know?
I mean, that's what money
I know
is.
Disney is just taking over the world. They bought like everything.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything really aside from like VR.
Yeah, you liked VR.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. How do you guys predict gaming will evolve in the next 5 to 10 years? I mean,
Ready
it's
Player One.
Yeah. Like I need a Ready Player One style. Can you imagine?
You could just live your whole life on that
Online.
kind of system.
Yeah.
I know. There was
like the movie in the book. He
Yeah.
lived his life. He met that girl.
there was like another
changed the world.
another movie, Gamer.
Oh
With,
yeah. Where he was like
Yeah.
Oh,
the-
when they were
Gerard
like
Butler.
Yeah.
Gerard Butler, yeah, and his wife is
Yeah.
like she had to like take on a
Yeah.
job as and that was
That
weird.
That movie was really good. I think the concept of it was really good. Wasn't he a prisoner?
He was a prisoner
Yeah.
and he was like serving time, but he was like also like he knew how to do stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like a killer.
He was like training the kid that was playing him.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. What role do you think virtual and augmented reality will play in the future? So VR. What do you think VR? Ready Player One. So
Yeah.
how are indie games shaping the future of the industry?
There you go, Az.
There you go.
It's amazing. Like I'm sure there's a lot of indie games, but I've watched a lot of Chilla's art. It's
Oh,
like
that's what it is. That's the
Yeah,
studio that I was
yeah,
talking
Chilla's
about.
Art. Yeah, it's super big. He keeps coming out with like really cool games, and I really like it's like Fears to Fathom. Have you guys watched those
No,
games yet? It's
no.
like chapter games where they come out with a new chapter every year and it's a new story, but it's based off of, I'm pretty sure it's based off of like real life stories from people. Like the newest one was being in a lookout tower, a fire lookout tower or something, and there was like a cult in the forest and you have to like escape them. But they're really cool indie game kind of stuff.
That's
Kind of
sick.
sounds like Outlast.
Oh,
yeah.
Outlast is a
Count.
crazy ass game.
It's number
Definitely
two.
not Outlast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if more indie game creators started popping off and a lot of people started playing those, like I think it'll be really good for gaming in
Yeah.
the whole general, because they create a lot of great stuff with not a lot of money, and it's like people still really enjoy their games.
Yeah, no,
definitely.
100%.
Definitely. The big boys need a little competition.
What about you? Is it, you kind of just kind of go with
Yeah.
that?
I don't really have an answer for that question.
You gotta get into indie games, man. That's where it's at.
I play
Yeah.
some indie games.
Is it Stardew Valley?
Stardew Valley is
Yeah.
an indie game.
I would
So
say it's
Graveyard
indie game.
Graveyard
Yeah.
Keeper.
Graveyard
really?
Keeper.
Yeah, I don't. You play those games? I don't have the
think-
mindset for
Yeah.
that.
I
I'm
love
waiting
Graveyard
for.
Keeper.
I haven't checked up on it in recent times, but I was really excited for Haunted Chocolatier for a
Oh,
while.
I saw
Oh,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I hope it's still in the works. I hope
think
it's still
it
coming
is.
out.
I think I
haven't
just
heard
saw a
anything about
preview
it.
on Steam.
Would
about it.
Liza P count or whatever count as an indie game?
I wouldn't count it as an indie game because it was kind of pushed and publicized a lot,
Oh, yeah.
promoted.
Okay. What are some challenges and opportunities do you foresee gamers and developers in the coming years? I guess we've been touching on that like throughout
Yeah,
the whole.
throughout
As
whole
streamers, this would
episode.
be the greatest question for you guys to answer.
Yeah.
It's so hard. So hard.
Pisces, Geisha, TTV.
Yeah,
Is
hard.
streaming hard because it's hard to get your name out there? Is it
Oh
hard
yeah,
because you?
100%.
Is it also hard because it's playing a game kind of by yourself? Like you have to rely on hopefully someone watching and then
Yeah.
asking you questions. Like you
To interact,
you don't really
yeah.
want to talk to yourself the whole time, right?
Yeah, but that's kind of like what you do.
Yeah,
like
whenever-
even on YouTube, you kind of just play and talk to yourself and hope somebody comes in or comments or likes or subscribes or any of that
Yeah,
stuff,
I guess
right?
this is more so like people that are just like us.
Yeah,
You know,
like we're just
sometimes I'll just
kinda
play and
do
there's
it for
nobody
fun.
in chat and
Yeah.
talking, and I'm like, it's really hard. I think it's hard for new streamers,
Yeah.
gamers too, because sometimes we'll get like I've been rated by like some big time streamers sometimes, like Dranilla, Zara, and I would have like 100, 200 people watching me, but then it's like, I don't know if I don't have like the same like mentality as them or I don't fit the mold, but they don't come back, so it's like really hard to
Yeah.
like.
Do you ever think it's the game you play? Maybe you should branch out instead of just playing Apex, or is Apex like you're like, I feel like this is my niche, so I'm gonna keep playing it and like hopefully make it big playing this game.
I definitely think I want to branch out.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
branch out, but I think Apex, like I honestly would have streamed Elden Ring if like my computer would have handled it, but I fixed it all now, so I should be able to. But like I would branch out, but like Apex is like one of the only games that I'm like pretty good at. So
Yeah,
it's like I
exactly.
don't
I
want to
think
like.
it's not. I think when you're playing games, though, it's not about if you're good or you're great at it. I think it's like playing it because you enjoy it.
No, that's my problem. Is like I like to be. I like to shit on
Competitive.
people. Yeah, I like to
You
like.
really, you're a very
Yeah,
PvP
and I get
person.
so mad. Like I
Yeah.
just want to dominate some people. Like especially if like teabagging or something, I'm gonna shit on you. And then like once you like lay them out, you're just like. Fuck
I think
yeah.
when the Elden Rings DLC comes out, it'd be a great game for you to stream, Geisha.
I know. I should have streamed it because I literally spent 8-9 hours on one fucking boss.
Yeah, her problem
over
is,
and over and over and over until I fucking did it.
and that's her problem too. I think is like I think she would be really good at like streaming. Although it is hard to build like a base
It
for like
is.
fans of people to come back over, but she's so entertaining and like.
I feel like it's really hard for a female.
But you're
on,
lazy.
on a Twitch. I'm busy.
No, you're,
I go to work. I have school, and then a family life I need to take care of. By the end of the day, I don't have time
But
to
sometimes-
stream. Sometimes I do, but
yeah.
sometimes I don't.
and you'll be like sitting there and you're like, should I stream or should I
Because
not?
sometimes I just don't want to interact. Sometimes I don't want to interact, and I want to have that moment of I had a day. I want to just sit here and just zone out.
For future
You know.
people listening, do you have a specific time or day that you like to stream more?
Not yet. I mean, because I work and I'm at school. School is done sometime next month, and then I start again in July. So that break, probably I may stream almost every day, but I have school and then work and then kids and then it's also really hard. I feel like it's really hard for a female to kind of break through on Twitch, especially because for me, I want to present my channel as I'm an actual gamer. I'm a gamer person. I'm a gamer girl, quote unquote. And I'm not going to show my body off. I'm not going to lick my microphone for you. I want people to come in because they want to watch me game, and it's such a hard thing to
especially
do.
with how the meta is. They have like
Yeah.
the bath or
They have a whole
working
category for
out,
hot
or
tubs.
they'll have,
Like I'm
the
not gonna
angle
What's that
of
one?
the
sit in a hot
camera.
tub.
I just watched a TikTok about that girl, Amaranth or whatever
Oh,
her TikTok is.
yeah.
But yeah, she makes like apparently like $1 million a month almost.
Yeah.
Just because of, the types
mean,
of
I'm not
industry
hating
that
on
shows
their-
it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
"Dang,
more
that's
power to
insane."
you,
I'm
right?
not
But
hating on the
that's just
grind,
not.
but it sucks for people that just want to play games.
Yeah, like more power to you. You got it. Do it. Great. Make that money, girl. More power to you.
think-
I support you, but that's just not how I want to do me.
I would say, as someone who's an active game watcher instead of player, I think branching out and possibly playing more indie games could be a good selling point, because when I YouTube, like when I look up specific indie games, not a lot of videos come up. So if you play one of those games and you post it on YouTube, you could get a couple views, and people are like, I kind of like the way this person plays.
I know.
Maybe think about it.
Maybe I'll stream Stardew, but I don't know what I'm doing in Stardew.
That's the
I'm kind of
whole-
like
nobody knows.
in summer, and I'm like, I haven't done anything. I just
Well-
build my chicken coop.
All right, to be fair, my goal every time I play, I've played a couple playthroughs already, but my goal is always to, at the end of year 2, make sure Grandpa loves me enough to give me the iridium cat.
See, I don't even know when Grandpa's coming back.
He always comes at the end of year 2.
I'm just trying to mac up Sam, Alex, and
I don't know
What's
what
the
you guys
other-
are talking about.
Sebastian.
Sebastian,
Sebastian
and
was-
Elliot.
Sebastian was usually always my favorite, but I'm like, I'm gonna branch out this time, because last time I did Sam.
Like those are my 4 main. I go give them presents almost every day and talk to them every day.
But yeah, I think everyone's plan is always to either speed run Stardew, or it's just like casual. I've seen people on year like 12 of Stardew, and they're just like chilling, having a
Yeah.
good time,
Yeah.
making their farm the best farm that could be.
Yeah, definitely. I should stream Graveyard Keeper too. I like Graveyard Keeper.
The game's,
Yeah.
I
I need to get
can't.
into it.
I
I've
mean,
never
it's
played
cute. I
it.
just can't play it. I mean, we're at an hour right now, but I'm gonna keep asking a few more questions, like a couple more questions. So, how are diversity and representation changing in game characters and storylines? Like, I know in Apex they had so many different people. Like they just
Yeah.
added Alter, who's Chinese. They have Gibby, who's like Samoan
Hawaiian.
or Hawaiian. They have Lifeline. They have Octane, who's like Hispanic.
I think games nowadays with like character creation, it's not new. It's been around for a while, but you can now you can make your character no matter what skin tone you are, you can make your
Yeah.
character.
They're trying to these people want customization.
Did you hear about the the Pokemon Go controversy, where it's
What?
like they updated their character modeling, so it's more like lifelike and less animated, but nobody likes it because it's terrible.
That's fucking Pokemon, man. You just want to catch some Pokemon.
No, I mean, a lot of people pay to have certain things for their avatar, and they don't like their avatar now because it's not nice. It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
kind of sad. I was like, I like my character looking animated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, babe?
I was just gonna say, I do think that games have changed kind of in that you can create your own character by letting you can use a girl hairstyle on a man body and a man hairstyle on a woman body, and you can I think that encompass how society is changing, and that inclusion I think is good.
Yeah. Trying to think of anything else. You guys want to touch on anything else before we call it, or?
No, I think
Would you
we're-
be open to playing different games in the future if prompted?
Yeah.
Not Apex.
I'm trying to save up enough clout points to get you to play a different game. I'm only at 15K
Oh my God, they
though.
keep-
I have
like-
so many.
Like, why?
Just tell me the game you want me to make him play,
Somebody
because I
made-
have 400,000.
Somebody made me play. Remember,
It was a scary game.
Blair Witch.
Yeah.
No,
And
I
I
wouldn't want
was
you to
like-
play a scary game.
I
I
was
think
I can't do it.
I want you to play like a murder mystery,
Ooh, I'd do that.
escape room, like this escape room simulators.
Oh, I love
we
those.
played
But
that.
she
Or-
gets sick when she
Sick.
plays them for some reason.
Oh,
I get
really?
sick when I play.
I'll
on
play
my
it by
PC.
myself though,
I
but
like
I'd be
those
locked up
games.
forever.
Or I like watching just investigative games.
I do like that though too, because that's more of an immersion for your people that are watching you.
Yeah, I'm
The-
like, I need you to look at that sign more clearly.
Yeah, like,
Like, you
can,
need to
don't
read
tell
what it
me,
says.
but
Like
just
the last
let me
time,
know.
the last time you played it, me and
Yeah.
Geisha were just like, the sign, read
Yeah.
the numbers.
And
What-
you're like, what
when?
sign? Yeah, I remember
There's a
you were
fork.
streaming it.
Oh.
You were streaming it.
Yeah,
and we were both in your
escape
chat
simulator.
telling you, like, you have to do this. And you're like,
Yeah.
what? And like,
You're
you
like-
have to do this.
Like, I don't know what this means. Did you play this already? I
Yeah.
haven't. I'm just good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kill it in
Yeah.
escape rooms. Just like,
Yeah, you guys do. You guys want to shout out anybody out? It is our first episode. You want to shout out anybody out? Let them know.
Pint Size Geisha and Black Label TT.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. Now I want to
As
have some.
as our third host.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, you know, we kind of have
We
like
just threw it on
gamer
him.
gamer.
Like, we need to do this.
But
And
like
she's
like I said though,
Cool.
CJU Games on YouTube, I really like him. He plays a lot of indie games and he's pretty funny. And then obviously Gab Smulders, she's really big, but she plays a lot of indie games too. A lot of Nancy Drew, which I love watching. So if you like that kind of thing,
Yeah.
maybe she's your kind of niche.
Well, I want to shout out some people we know too. Like I want to
I
shout out
don't know
like
people.
like Brian, Carbonated Concepts, Keith. Like all these people are like just hyping me up because they were like saying like you know, but
Yeah.
and they're good friends. Just
Yeah.
shout out my friends that I like.
Big shout out to Sean for starting this whole thing.
Yep.
It's Sean, thank you
Sean,
for buying
Sean
the
for
mics.
the mic.
Sean or Speed. He's
Yep.
he's the MVP right now.
Yep.
He got us doing
He
this.
is. Yeah.
Got us spending paychecks.
Shout out to all family and friends who
Yep.
are supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Uncle Steve, Aunt Kathy. I want them to do this so we could do a tequila tasting on here. Uncle Steve
Oh.
said he wants to do a tequila
So
tasting.
That'd
so
be nice.
Yeah.
Dad and Uncle Steve are going to be guests. First
Yeah.
guest. We're going to have a special guest every fourth
You can always
episode.
you can ask
Yeah.
them like what it's like to start a business.
No, you'll be here.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Oh,
here.
yeah.
They can share a mic. They can share a mic.
They're going to share them.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
They're gonna be like, how do I work this?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You wanna close this out?
We never talked about how to close this out.
Yeah,
we
I don't
never just
know
talked
either.
about how to intro.
Bye.
This has been Co Op
Bye.
Chronicles
This has been
with
Co Op
Pint Size
Chronicles.
Geisha, Black Label, and me, Azalee.
There you go. I
Yeah.
can intro, Azalee outro,
Yeah.
and you producer, editor,
Yeah.
recorder,
Pretty much
button man, everything else in
computer
between.
related.
Okay. Yeah. The social media guy. Okay.
You run it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm posting it on my stories, okay?
Hell yeah. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Co Op Chronicles.
Hope to see you next time.
Bye.